All right, welcome back. Thank you everyone for the awesome feedback on our first little video. Even though there was no talking, no pizza making, great feedback. So, what I thought I'd do for video 2, before we start actually cooking, is go over the ingredients and the utensils you may need to do everything at home. So this will be another short video. Video 3 and 4, a little longer, but we'll make you experts. But going back to the feedback for the first video. Again, thank you very much. And this is what we did. The last time you saw me, you actually just saw my hands rolling this size dough, a large pizza dough. So this is the final product. You saw it go right into the trays that go into the refrigerator to proof. You may have heard that word proof. That allows the yeast to work its magic. And in fact, wanted to show you everything that went into making that dough. Here at Pops, simple is the way to go. There's no added oils or flavorings or preservatives. This is all you get. So you saw the dough being made. Here's the flour, a little bit of salt. We use a special kind of yeast that you may not have seen before. It's called cake yeast. Comes in big bricks like this that we get from as a pizza shop. You may not find this in your grocery store. This is what it looks like. And in fact, it's kind of like Play-Doh. I could smush it together and you can see it comes together just like Play-Doh. A little bit better than the dry yeast, but we make a lot of pizza. So you may or may not be able to find that if you're gonna make your own dough. Maybe ask a local baker. They're probably gonna have that at a bakery shop. Probably not at the grocery store. And of course, water. That's it. Flour, salt, yeast, water. That's all we use at Pops for 36 years. And that's part of the beauty of it. Now, there's one particular pizza maker who asked me what kind of flour. So if you really want to get that pizza house crunch to your crust, the trick is, and if you look really close in the video, you'll see it's high gluten flour. Looks like all-purpose, very different. If you have celiacs and can't have gluten, I feel for you. One of the best things in life is a good old-fashioned pizza house crust. So hopefully you can have gluten. High gluten is the way to go to get that really crunchy crust. Here at Pops, we do sell gluten-free crusts. We buy those. When you're in a pizza house making the dough, as you saw, really hard to not cross-contaminate. So most pizza houses are going to buy it and make their dough. So that's it for dough. If you have any more feedback on that, happy to answer them to you. Shoot me a direct email when you see this second video. So we'll slide over here. Now, right before we make pizzas for video 3, this is the stuff you're gonna need to have ready for you. So, starting with the equipment. If you don't have a pizza cutter, actually, that's the pizza cutter. If you don't have a dough cutter, I would say invest in this. We use it to get the dough out of our big trays, but you can use this for all kinds of things in your kitchen. If nothing else, it's really good to scrape up and clean your counters. So, I wanted to show you that. If you don't have one of these, pick one up. Great tool. You gotta have a pizza cutter for when you're done. If you don't have a pizza cutter, you don't need one, but they're cool. So add it to your collection. Add it to your collection. And of course, you know, when you're done, if you have a pizza tray, it makes it look far better to serve to the family and friends that you got a cool pizza tray. Now, for cooking, if you're gonna have a stone, you're gonna use your stone. If you don't have a stone, you can use a cookie sheet or any kind of baking sheet like this. You're gonna need to oil the bottom so it doesn't stick. But most of you that have emailed me have asked about the stones. If you have a stone, they come in all different sizes, thicknesses, so you just have to follow the directions there. If you want to know what our ovens do, we cook at 550 degrees roughly. There are some ovens that get up to 800. That's a different kind of pizza than the dough we make, and probably the different kind of dough and pizza you're going to be able to make at home. Those are a very different kind of oven. So this is more like your home oven. So you can use a cookie sheet. If you use your stone, you're just going to get a little crispier crust. So for ingredients, we're going to keep it simple. Your toppings are going to be on your own. But for your ingredients, you're going to need your sauce. For a large pizza, for us, which is this size tray, this will fit a 16-inch pizza, which is what most pizza shops would call a large pizza. 16 inches in diameter, so that's straight across the middle. So, Assuming you're gonna make a large pizza, 16 inches across, gonna need your sauce, about 10 about 10 ounces of sauce. Your grated mozzarella, you can use slices of mozzarella. Grated is a little bit more fun to put on. That's how most pizza houses do it, they grate it. For your cheese, you're probably gonna go 10 to 12 ounces. If you put too much, we'll talk about this when we make the pies, but if you put too much, it'll boil over, it gets goopy. If you have too little, well, too little is relative. If you like lighter cheese, you can use lighter cheese, but about 10 to 12 ounces is what a 16-inch pie will hold for you. Now here at Pops, 36 years of practice makes perfect. We season our sauce. We won't give you the secrets to our sauce. That's what every pizza house will hold close to their heart. It's fully seasoned. It's a basil heavy base sauce for us. But what we also do, if you were to come into the pizza house, you could see us making pies right here at this table. And you would see us use these spices. So we don't mind sharing that little secret for you. Even though our sauce is seasoned, we ladle it on. You'll see that at the next video. But then we sprinkle on a little black pepper, a little oregano, and a little gravy. Now, this is a little pizza house secret. This is not the stuff that you're generally gonna get at the grocery store. We're gonna keep that a secret too. Maybe if you email me, I can give you a hint on what this actually is. Makes a big difference. If you're asking, if your sauce is seasoned, why do this? You may have seen the fancy chefs of the world. If you watch food TV, talk about layering. That's an element of it. You'll layer your stuff together. So this is it. You've seen our dough. We have our ingredients. We have the equipment we need. The last thing I can show you, you're probably not gonna have this at home, but we use a pizza peel. It's called a peel, P-E-E-L. You're probably not gonna have this. If you wanna look really cool to your friends and family, get a stone, get a pizza peel. You can get these online. You can even have your name kind of branded in there. That will be a cool thing. I know some of you do a lot of this at home. I would recommend it. If nothing else, it's just cool. It's just cool. And you'll look like a pizza guy or gal. So that's it. If you have any questions on the ingredients before we make pies together next time, shoot me an email. Happy to answer to you. Looking forward to our next video. Thanks again for all the comments.